Super Chats at 12:45.
A lot of it hasn't been great either.
By Rippling, if you're a business owner, here's the
Mm-hmm.
truth. SaaS promised to make work easier, but now the average company is buried by hundreds of apps that slow them down and simply don't work together. That's not SaaS, that's SAD, software as a disservice, and that's why you need Rippling. Rippling's the unified platform for HR, payroll, IT, and finance all in one place. They've helped millions of businesses replace a mess of disconnected tools with one system designed to give leaders clarity, speed, and control. And right now, you can get 6 months free when you go to rippling.com/LockedOnNFL. That's Rippling, RIPPLING.com/LockedOnNFL for 6 months free. Terms and conditions do apply. Bull, you and I talked about this on the phone last night real quick, so I'll let you get to it. We're going to do Super Chats at 45, so we got 8 minutes to get through this. But in particular, when you look at this game,
Giants game? We talking about the Giants game?
No, we're not.
The greatest choke in the history of sports?
Oh, man.
Was yesterday's matchup between the Browns and the Dolphins a bigger indicator that the Browns may not be as bad as some thought, or a bigger indictment that the Dolphins are absolute dog crap?
I like this question better than, I put on SportsCenter for the first time in forever today.
Really?
And they were saying, was this a game that the Giants lost or the Broncos won?
Yeah, that's one of their favorite questions.
I hate that. Immediately
shows.
shut off SportsCenter after that.
Yeah.
But this is a slightly better version of, not slightly, a much better version of that question. To me, this was about how it showed more how bad the Dolphins are than,
I thought so too.
than how good the Browns are. The Browns, we already knew the Browns' defense was good, and the Browns' defense played good. I don't feel any better about the Browns' offense after this game.
206
I knew
yards.
Quinshon Judkins was good. He's still good. I knew their passing game was bad. It's still bad. Yeah. This was about how completely inept and awful the Miami Dolphins are.
Yeah, I agree with that 100%. I think I always put the teams in the NFL in groups of 6. And I know that it's you need 36 teams to do that, but the bottom tier to me has 8 teams. Because I don't think the top tier deserves 8 teams. I don't think any year there's 8 teams that deserve. So I go 6 is tier 1, and then 7 through 12 is tier 2, and then at the bottom is teams 26, 24 to 30, 25 to 32. To me, they're both in that tier, but the Dolphins are at the bottom of that tier, and the Browns are at the top of that tier. The Dolphins are leaking oil everywhere. It made me, I think you said this, hey, it could be worse.
Yeah.
It made me feel good about being a Browns fan for those 3 hours yesterday. I was like, wow, thank God I'm not rooting for the Fins.
Yeah.
Because they are unwatchable, and they've quit. And to me, when a team quits, I quit with my effort with them. I can't watch a team that's quit. And that team in Week 7 has let go of the rope, and it's not pretty.
I think the Browns actually, we haven't done this exercise in a while because we don't think the Browns are very good in terms of talent. Remember we used to do taking the 10 players from
who's got the better play? Yeah,
that was a good game.
So, yeah, we would rank the top 10.
If you were to go back and do that, like the Browns, even though they're bad, they still have like the top 3 players almost. Like,
yeah, you got Denzel and Miles. Denzel are always going to be there.
Always 2. So
do the Dolphins have a player better than Judkins?
I would put A-Chain ahead of Judkins right now.
You put A-Chain and then, but then
to me, I'd put him. I mean, I don't know about offensive linemen, but
A-Chain, and then you have Waddle is there, but then you would still have Judkins. So the Browns, to me, in this game, had more players. I think they had better players. This guy, he looked terrible.
Who's their best players on defense? Minka Fitzpatrick and
Fitzpatrick could be in
Chubb.
there.
Yeah, they're bigger name players, but they're always hurt.
The
Zach Seiler, the defensive tackle, might actually be their best defensive player, and that's saying something.
That's tough.
Yeah.
That's
maybe we should play that game again next week, Mike, except pick the 10 worst players.
That is kind of. That's
10 worst starters.
That's kind of. Listen, that's fire.
10 worst starters. There you go.
10 worst starters? Man, that's crazy.
We'll save it for the Jets.
KT Levinson.
Okay, we'll save it for the Jets.
Browns tackles are 1 and 2.
Levinson had a nice block yesterday.
He actually did.
I mean, he did. He had one nice block.
You just sounded like a
on the touchdown, on Judkins' long touchdown.
Jay just sounded like a grandfather talking about
about his kid who stinks.
Little Jimmy.
Hey, he had one tackle where the kid fell down, but he did. He had a nice little team block, and it opened up a big hole that led to a touchdown.
I gave Stefanski 2 compliments. He gave Levinston a compliment.
Yes.
We must have won.
We're growing.
Cornelius Lucas only committed 2 penalties
Look,
yesterday.
Big
his
step.
return.
Oh, the other thing was it separates these teams. The Dolphins had over 100 penalty yards
Yeah.
Oh.
and 4 turnovers.
Every single
Well, the
time.
Browns do that a lot. Other games.
Well,
but they
that's
didn't
what
do
I'm saying.
this game,
It
yeah.
felt good for once to be like, how's that
Look
feel?
at them, those peasants.
You can't even. You don't know the rules.
I was sitting there being like, oh, that's going to be on the Browns. I'm like, what? It's on
I
the
know.
Dolphins
I did
again?
too. A couple times. I'm like, that's holding.
Yeah, that's hold. That's coming back.
Hands to the face on the defense.
And the refs was even, actually, it's not on the Browns. It's on the Dolphins.
Surprise, surprise. Going that way.
I know, we can't believe it either.
I do think refs should add commentary in
that'd
their
be-
calls. Do
that
you
would be
remember
great.
the call's been like 25 years?
Giving them the
but
business.
number 77 had him down and was giving him the business. He made this an official signal for a penalty. They should do that more often.
None of
really.
this and none of that.
What the hell was he thinking?
Yeah, they had some, and every time every time they got a penalty, Mike McDaniel's aviators just slid,
Got darker.
got darker. He had 0% window tint on them glasses. It was black paint after a
Can you
while.
even see in the rain?
You know what? I said the same thing. I'm like, those are the darkest tinted sunglasses I've ever
between
seen.
the rain and his tears, I don't know how he saw his place.
And his hoodie wouldn't stay on. His hair was
He
wet in the
wears
front.
capris.
It was.
It's an issue.
It
He was
not good.
looking disheveled.
It's
bro.
funny, man. You talk about stock dropping. 2 years ago, this dude was a savant.
I mean, they scored 60 on Denver, didn't they? Wasn't
Yeah.
Almost 70.
They-
And everybody was like,
stopped.
"Oh, this team's like a video game."
Hey, now listen. I'm with Bull, and hey, sometimes you're just a coordinator. So I would hire him as a mad scientist coordinator. But you can't have too many Mike Leaches at head coach. I don't know if that works.
Yeah,
Mad
you're right,
scientist,
yeah.
That act can wear old because because when you not talking to nobody and you just in your play sheet trying to think of plays, you're like, bro, the house is on fire, dog. Stop telling your kids to.
And Tyreek Hill isn't
go get
coming back.
dishes. Yeah.